Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody good? Everybody all right? Yeah, I gotta figure things out. I'm trying now to get the thing done on here, but I also want it to be going to YouTube, and I can't save it if I just do the live because I can't just save the live. So yeah, yeah, we try to multitask here, but this one is about Young Thug. As many of you may know, there's a case going on with him. You know And this is what it's all about. This is what I'm trying to say to the younger ones, the rapper boys. Know what you signing and follow it. You know, paper is the system. That's why he wasn't really saying nothing. He know he wrong. They're gonna allow you to do the shit too. Why? Anyhow, let me get to it. Now I don't know if on this other phone here for YouTube that yeah y'all gonna hear everything, but you'll hear my response afterwards. I hope you hear the whole thing though.
Doug could end up losing $6 million and the whole YSL brand. And this is all because of a battle with AEG. Now, AEG does all of the concerts, and he had signed a $5 million deal, a $5 million advance for the exclusive rights for.
Okay, so that's the first part. He signed 5 million. They're saying that he stands to lose six. So five of that six is part of the advance that he was given.
All of his concerts. But before everything happened with the prosecutors in Georgia, this deal was signed.
And the deal was that he was going to hold the rights to his concerts. Meaning to say, you already signed a deal as to where you already told them, hey, listen, any book, concert, or whatever, you know, those we do through you or with you or whatever. He had to do that for a certain amount of time. Thing is, he went besides that. So you're already making money from the bastards, but you still want to do your own thing. Then you had to make a different deal. You can't do both. You know, it's kind of not right, but it's what you signed for.
In 2017, and according to AEG, Young Thug almost immediately breached that contract and started booking shows on the side while still collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars in performance fees. So even though AEG was supposed to have those exclusive rights, he still was doing his own thing on the side. So they did hit him with a breach of contract claim. They demanded the return of their $5 million plus interest. They said Young Thug also put up some of his intellectual property rights as collateral in the agreements. So they are also believing that they have the right to take control of his YS.
Yep, and they do. If it's within the time frame. If it's to say now that that time has already passed, well, then they can't really claim that. What they would be able to claim is they put a money value on it. So, like, what was your value within that time? What did you make within that time? And then from that, they could budget out what it is that they need to get. But yeah, you see that people, when you go and sign a contract, know what it is you signing. It's very important. Don't go pretending to know you know business. If these numbers is bigger than, yeah, I would say even 10,000. If you gotta have your first 10,000 coming in from them bastards, make sure you look through that contract and study the things that you are not allowed to do. That's what's important to you. Or you could even ask them without somebody next to you, ask them, what am I not supposed to do? And be clear about it. And if anything, for your own safety, have them write that down. Because if you was just to say now later in the same situation, let's say that he said for that side money, they still spoke about that. That wouldn't matter. Not in this system. Word don't mean nothing. You gotta have that on paper. That's another thing that Holland, yeah, like I'm saying, it's good that I came to Holland. You know,
sell brands, portions of his publishing, and the Young Thug trademark to recoup that money. Well, Young Thug could end up.
Well, yeah, that's the story. And yeah, they're not wrong. You gotta know what you sign. This is why he self ain't really say too much in his defense, cause he know full well that he wrong. But now black people that don't know the freaking rules, laws, all of that, yeah, you gonna wanna jump up and say, oh yeah, but it's just they picking on me. No. You gotta know what the system is. You gotta know what it is you signing. Don't go acting mature when you know you're not. Don't go playing business if you know you're not. It will cost you. You know. But anyhow, you know, this thing is not a game, people. This is things that are set up. Because all of these places where he had the things what he did outside of them, they're still all club owners. But yeah, they would be club owners outside of that circle. Because they got their circle. All of those people would be making money. Or he signed to this people. So they had to be in charge of setting up the concerts and all of that. You see, if you had a decent manager, one that knows and to warn, because this should be on his manager, unless you proclaimed yourself to be your own manager, because your manager would have been like, but yo, you signed this, you can't go doing that, they're gonna come back and yeah, they're gonna handle the matter, they ain't gonna leave their money. And this is the whole thing, even on the BBS we going through that now. People really want to come and think that they're gonna play a system on people that set up the system. They're not that stupid. They still created it. It's still their system. It was ours, but it's not anymore. Not at this current point in time. It's going to be again, but yeah, like I say, this year had to happen, you know, because next year won't be like this because of how this year played out. Too many people now are speaking because too many people are now being affected. That's the whole thing. Too many people are now being affected. Even the ones that was middle class, you was moving up a little because everybody was now moving up. This is the whole thing. Now there's a lot of people coming back down, and a lot of who's gonna take it? Because now here in Holland, it's even them being included. So this is the whole thing again with anybody that still wants to talk racism. Like, look around in the world. All cultures is going through it. You still want to say it's only black or white and that's the only issues? So what happened to the Pakistan and the Indians and the Chinese and the Japanese and the Africans and everybody? Which culture right now is doing good? But everybody still want to pick on, oh, but you this and you that. Y'all best get to the point. The point is what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm doing good on the BBS, whether they like it or not. The corporate bastards and the governments. That's what you ought to deal with. It's not the people that's the problem. Y'all can kill off each other all you want. Ain't gonna change shit. Just make it harder for your generation, for your children. That's all that's doing. That's why that fight continues, because the adults, again, can't handle business. You're not even on the real fight. You're still on the bullshit. We're exactly where they want you. So our people died by these people having to really come out and kill the people themselves. Right now, they can be on vacation knowing that their work is being carried out by ourselves or whichever nation or country. All of them killing each other. And they killing each other like that. So not only is everybody killing their own people, you also killing all the other people that actually you need to help all of this. The war is not on the people, not people versus people. The longer the people want to stay on that shit, is the longer this will continue. But like I said, this year was a good year. And they said this from last year. Accountability, responsibility. These was the things I was talking about the whole year, pushing the whole year. I got proof all over the place. You know. And I'm glad it's happening. Especially America. Pakistan and India is now picking up. Because yeah, there's with me every day. That's picking up. Where is it not? Where is still lacking? Because even Africa is fighting. UK is saying something. Holland is saying something. What my Caribbean people saying? Where are you? St. Martin is saying something. as usual. They got the history of that among the small islands. West Sabre, West Asia. Sabre especially. And I come from there, so I can speak. The hell? But this is what it is. That's the real war. Us versus them. Every other thing, you could that China and Russia and all of that. Why they don't show the insides on who is really being affected? Because most of them people is colored people. Whether black, brown, yellow, whatever, colored people. It's not white people. But the colored people feel the most. You feel so bad knowing that it's your own getting killed, because this is a known war by a lot of people. But the thing is, like I put out there already, if your country is the attacking country and you as the people don't do nothing to stop your government, do you think the attacking country, when their turn it is to attack, they're going to think on you, the civilian? What did you do to stop your government? So, yeah, if it's not known that the people are against the government, well, then myself, I would be like all of them in the same boat. You ain't doing nothing. So, all I know is your country, they don't say your government, they don't say the elites, it's the country. So, who can give now these people wrong when they just attack back and civilians are hurt? Everybody may not like it, but what do the civilians do? Do the civilians let it be known, hey, I didn't sign up for this? No, they just go on their social media and say, oh, but that's sad, and oh, that's bad, and oh, this and oh, that. But yeah, the real people that you're supposed to be talking to slow the shit, these people you leave alone. So again, like I'm saying, it's not that I agree with anybody just dying, getting killed, or whatever. But you see, in history and even in the Bible, like, I ain't no better than God, so I ain't. But God said the same things, basically what I said. Listen, there's this and this and this coming. He gave the warning in advance. There's this and this and this coming. The people that choose to listen will be saved. Did he not? The people, the adults, because the children don't know about this, is the adults. The adults that choose, they know better than God in the Bible then. What all happened to them? And this was not only with the floods. This was also a whole city. There were multiple occasions that God spoke to the people. But how does God work? God works through people, right? But a lot of you still ain't even reached to what or who God really is. So that's a whole nother story still. But that's what it is. So if God didn't feel guilty after he warned the people, should I? All I can do is say what I see. And from what I see since I started, a lot of things have played out. Even all of this, what's going on, I said, everything is done there. With the politicians, what's going on, that a lot of people would be talking, because even last year I was saying, well, a lot of people is only under motivation. That's what I was saying last year, and getting a lot of people off of that foolishness. Now, this year I am seeing a lot of people really talking about serious issues. It's not just me. Next year is going to be, now we got to start linking up. Right now it's just, yeah, everybody using the truth to get their thing up, like I'm saying, because that's what's selling right now. Thing is, though, a lot of people will see, as it is also already playing out what I said, a lot of these people will start and come up and end up dropping off because you don't know the full depth of what you're talking about. You don't really know what you're really up against. And you wasn't even prepared or set up in a way that you're ready for it. You see, Andrew Tate is one of them. He even said it. He didn't come in looking for the war. That at least means to say he knew about it. And then now he bring it now, like since you now want to bring it to me. Oh well, then here I am. I ain't gonna back down. But there were two still that have came. Well, three actually. One is in Martin too, but two in the States that came during my run. And yeah, one of them, an American black man, he was really talking about too much things that I done said I ain't gonna talk about. Space, I'm leaving alone. Antarctica, I'm leaving alone. These are Hollow Earth, I'm leaving alone. There's not time for those things yet. And unless you already got your network set up, best leave them things alone. Seriously. Like Holland is now coming out. I ain't gonna do shit because that ain't for me. That's for their people. And I'm glad it's their people are bringing it out. I'ma just push it every time I see it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But myself, that's not my battle. No. My battle will start when I reach Caribbean side. That's my battle. For the rest, I'm already doing what I can to help everybody. The hell. I ain't gonna jeopardize myself. I ain't. But this thing with Young Tug, as we started, is a lot more still gonna fall before everybody learns. This is the thing. That's why I started with two. Leading by example. This is what's going on now with the world. Everybody's being forced to see. That's what I said from last year as well. Watch next year and times to come, y'all is gonna be forced to be seeing the truth. You're gonna be forced to face yourself. You ain't only gonna be hearing it from Luke. No, like I said, I'm busy with a whole bunch more people coming under me personally. So, yeah, you know. But for the younger boys and the music, yeah, that's what they do. And this is what I mean to say. Do you really think these people is gonna have you signing a freaking thing, giving you 5 million, and not hoping that you do something stupid? Like they know you're gonna do something stupid, but do you understand what's gonna happen if you do? That's not on them. That's on you. You want to play business, right? You want to play manager, right? You want to play lawyer, right? You want to play you know it all, right? You see, that's why they got everybody for their thing. You're an artist, get a manager or somebody that at least know how to deal with that end. Not everybody can do everything. Same thing with me. I couldn't create my website. I had to find somebody for that. When I self go into politics, I need people under me to do their certain areas. You can't do everything, but know what you can do. Start there. Everybody want to focus on what you can't do. Build on what you can do. That's what you need to do. That's the only thing that's going to add up to for you in any type of way. But everybody's scared to build. Y'all rather go and fall quick for the fake sense of security, which for the normal common people, that's your job. Y'all would rather go 30 days for a fixed salary. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing because that's in the system too that I have. That's in work. You got to put down work first. That's how you build your skills, your quality, your thing. But the thing is, that's not supposed to be your life. You're supposed to make it your own. And at a certain point in time, just like with these rapper boys, like I said, you maybe sign a 3-year deal, a 5-year deal. That still in music is a couple of mil. That's enough. Give them that. You thank them in the end. Whether you like, however, you signed up for it, you got your money, right? You don't like how they do, and this is my whole freaking problem. If you don't like how they operate, why would you sign another deal? You already got a whole bunch of money. Why don't you believe in yourself to continue doing it? You're the worker. You go create the work. 3 to 5 years, yeah, that's your name built. You got your own network. But what do you do with it? Do you know how to use it? See, if you was using social media the right way, them same 3 to 5 years, you can come on and you could do a lot for yourself. You don't have to pay them for promotions. You don't have to pay them to all of them extras, what you just do for the advertising and all that. You could do it yourself. It's all very easy. But, y'all rather fall for The big money. Yeah, the big money comes with big responsibilities. Yeah, and a big know-how on what all of that really means. But yo, yeah, it's sad for him. But yeah, they ain't even had to really put him out like that with all of the drugs and the gang shit because all of that ain't got nothing to do with it. All they had to do was come with this contract thing. They done got him on that. But the thing is, the contract thing is only money. That's one thing. Because for the rest, what they ain't gonna say is the same thing like that Gunna dude that they also got. He was helping a lot of people. That's the other side of it. Because the sad truth is, somebody gotta be in control of the streets. Better somebody that could that knows about it personally. They raised in it, so they understand it. Because that is the only way you could get a handle on it. But by them taking he out, well, you took he out, but then now what's gonna happen? Now he got younger ones, and unless he really got his thing set up in a strong way, a strong, good team, yeah, the team is only as good as the leader, as strong as the leader. This is the thing though with most leaders. They keep most of the real shit to themselves. They don't really spread it as far as to where the next one can come up the same way. No, they want to keep them at a certain level. I ain't using that approach because that's what I'm saying is a problem that will be solved by next year. Because, like I was saying, people are now getting touched already. The war on people like me that speak that has already started. You know, it's not only Tate that's going through something. It's not no coincidence that now that I really let it be known that by October I would have been out of here, that now they want to try and get me on a court case. It's not coincidence. Thing is though, they ain't got too much of me, like I was saying, and what they do got, I done addressed. Now it's again not to say they would be wrong for doing so, but it's just wasting time, and they know that. To the month I could get 3 months. To the most I could get 3 months. But yeah, they gotta know if they even want me really to show up in court. That's why they left that as an option. They're not stupid. They know full well I ain't gonna waste my time going there. If I had to though, I would be there. But they know what's gonna happen if I show up. So I'm gonna leave it up to them. I want to see what they're gonna do. Because this is the whole thing. Once you know the freaking game and what all is going on, now you know how to counter it. It's that simple. But if you don't even know what you're getting yourself into, well, then good luck to you. You know, that's all I can say. Otherwise, you should be trying to listen to people when they're trying to talk to you for your own best will, whether it's how you like it, how the tone or whatever. You got to know, is it useful or not? Because I ain't going to say I keep my enemies around me, but if I was to hear one of them talking and I know it's going to be useful, just like now, the news every day. In my thing, we covering the news every day. Because like I'm saying, you got to know the game. And me, later, I want to be in politics, so I got to know what's going on. You know. I ain't taking my thing as no joke. But I ain't afraid to let them know that. This is the whole thing. You know. And even with that, there's a balance in everything. And this is the whole thing. Too many people. Emotions is a big problem. Yeah, because with emotions, you can't keep the balance. You ain't going to see to reason. And that's where adulthood is supposed to come in. That's maturity. Not a teenager just acting emotionally. That's what gets you in trouble. I've been through that enough times myself. So, yeah, you know, you gotta still have respect in everything. Because I ain't gonna say the corporate bastards, they killed a lot of people, but from it still came this system. I still do agree with the system for the most part. You know, that came through them. Now, through them, I can't say that neither. But they still added their thing to it. Because it wasn't the way it was now. Still, so, you know. But yeah, they got other people. Like I said, that would be my value, even for them bastards, because I only want to see them be held accountable for their bullshit. Yeah, I ain't seen nobody else coming with that. Everybody else just want them gone. Like that's what I said this year already. They would have been getting touched, and they are. A good bit of them already dead too. Even peacekeepers. Yeah, because what peace are you protecting? How many wars they ain't got going on? Are you failing at your jobs? Yeah, I don't pity them people. No. Like I done said, I am no better than God. Some people need to go. This is the whole thing. Unless you know that that's what it is, yeah. You think peace is gonna come easy, freedom is gonna come easy, even though you got, well, you had up until now a good bit of freedom, a lot more than a lot appreciate. Because why you don't look around to really see how much freedom you got compared to somebody else. So unless you know that, that's how you could take your thing, yeah, unappreciatively. You know, I'm glad I was never about that, and I see Angel ain't like that neither. Angel is not a greedy person, you know. But adults gotta be adults. Don't let your freaking emotions control you. Think for freaking reason and think for your freaking self. This is the whole thing. Like, thinking is still free. Like, but anyhow, in some places, not even that. Because they can't express themselves. They ain't got social media like that. Even like in Pakistan and them sides, they ain't got TikTok. Why? Because TikTok right now, there's where people upload the most. Even here in Holland, a lot of the politics is on there. It's not really on YouTube. That last thing that I shared with the vaccines, yeah, Facebook took that down, YouTube took that down, TikTok allowed it up. And this is the thing with these platforms. Once you yourself is in somewhat way attached to the thing, then it's okay. Like I find from the year and a half that I've been on here now, the platform is calling you out to be you. If you share, only share information, especially the sensitive information that they don't want to see, the reason why they would then take that down and give you the restrictions and all of that is because number one, they don't want people like we to grow so fast, but they know that that will hold a lot of people. It will hold their attention. But if you yourself put out that information, well, now it's still you got to still grow your own thing. It's just you. So people, the chance that people are still going to watch through the whole thing is small. That's what they play on. That's really what it is. The more you do yourself, the better it will be. You know, I mean to say still that who touches on what can I not touch on? I mean, I still touch on everything besides the things I choose not to because I know the consequences. Yeah. But for the rest, I touch on slavery. I talk directly to the people. I talk on the governments, the corporate bastards. I even call them that. Like, but they got still a lot of people that are scared. Yeah, that mentality is why the world is the way it is. That's the mentality we got to deal with. You know, that's at least why I got people under me every day. Like this Facebook for me is not no more every day like last year because it's free. I get nothing. Well, I do get that I know I reach in my Caribbean people whether I see them or not, but I'm not making no money yet. So it's like that's where I am most of the days. Yeah, I'm making my money, and that's on the BBS. Yeah, and I'm growing. The whole thing is, I caught that at a young stage. This is what I'm trying to tell the people. Like now is the time then, if anything, to try and join. That's the same like all the talk people on YouTube and TikTok that made it in the beginning. These platforms, they grow and adjust with the best earning people. And on the BBS, that's me. I could go and show that right now, but this ain't about that. I got another group for the BBS, you know, and I promote it enough. So that's on everybody. It's gonna have its time, you know. And I know when the people ready, I done more than ready, so I ain't worried. But people, know if you gotta sign a contract, know what you're signing. Don't go thinking you know what you're signing. You gotta know what you're signing. As an adult, period, you gotta know. Like thinking. You shouldn't be on thinking. You should be on knowing. There's a big difference. If you still gotta think, that means somebody could still fill it in for you because you don't know. If you still got to say you believe in something like that, it's because you don't know. You cannot say you believe in something that you know. It ain't gonna work. That's why you ain't gonna hear me saying I believe in God. No, that's why I say to you all, you don't know what or who God is for yourself. You allow other people to tell it to you, and you accept that. That's on you, you know. But in any case, people, it's now already half hour. I'm seeing here, you know. I'm gonna go take my break and see what happens later. Later, I gotta go back into work. We got a contest I gotta pay out, happy hours I gotta set up. Yeah, I got a community I gotta tend to, you know. But anyways,